a little bit. So that leads me to my next little question here. I really wanted to set up for the night down here, but in the low spots, the ground is already getting wet. And if I go over here to the road we rode in on, that's completely soaking. And as a matter of fact, that water it's flowing. So like I'm walking through it right now, and like this is turning into a little bit of a river, right? Exactly. I do believe I'm going to hunker down in the car tonight. I did kind of want to sleep by the campfire, but I'm also a little bit scared to do that because, hey, let's face it, I'm no Greg Ovens. Make sure everything's in the car, kind of ready to go. And the road we came in on is up on that side a little bit on higher ground, so we can get out of here if there's a problem. But I'd like to bring the vehicles with us if that's the case. Greg's hunkered down. It's not even that late. He's an early guy, going to sleep, early to rise. So he'll be up at probably 4 in the morning picking fiddleheads or whatever. And so that could be a good breakfast. Who knows? Greg and I have some things planned. Kind of just getting to know each other now, because you never know if somebody's going to be the way they are in videos in real life. And he is. So that's great. Good old-fashioned unexpected car sleep. Nothing wrong about that. The RAV board, seats go back to the bar. Got a big juicy sleeping bag, so it's warm. And Greg's over in his hammock there. And Finn is actually somewhere in between the car and the hammock. He's staying kind of around Greg. Keeping an eye on the situation that's unfolding of the stream that's just started flowing down the road we came in on. And I think it's going to probably get worse by the morning. So we'll see how we can get out of here if it does get too bad. But with that washed out road up the hill there, possibly the stream or the creek could have got diverted. But that's a pretty raging creek there. Greg says it's normally pretty shallow. There's not much going on there normally, but we're just starting to hit the real runoff season here. So, gonna hunker down and see you guys in the morning. Oh, good morning, guys. It's always a good day when you wake up in the shower. Greg's already fucking moving about, and I don't know what time it is, but what's outside my window. That water is still flowing. It really actually kind of flooded a bit of the area I was going to sleep in. So, yay for the car. It saved the day, saved the night. Here's by the fire pit. It's, yeah, it got pretty wet. So, we'll find out what's happening on the way out. Probably some little creek is just running over off down the road. But we'll see. Morning, Greg. How'd you sleep?
I slept so good, Steve.
Yeah, you? Pretty good. I just had dreams that this whole road flooded out all night long. So it was an interesting night, but I always sleep great in a car. I don't know what it is. It takes some getting used to. And like years ago, I lived in my car for quite a while, a few months anyway, and it was hard to get used to at first, but then it was really comforting, and I liked it. And you wake up in the morning and turn the key and go get your coffee.
Well, and you don't have to worry about the predators. It's one thing about the hammock. But yeah, I sleep good in the hammock with him beside me. He slept beside the hammock all night.
Oh, that's great.
He's good to have around.
We should probably pack this up if we're going to make it back down the road to see this hockey game, of which I don't want to say what team I'm cheering for because I don't want to lose a bunch of subscribers, but it's one of them. It's officially too hot for a jacket. Greg's got his hammock all taken down. It's a nice thing with those. Takes like 5 seconds. And I'm going to power down this slippery, muddy road. See what's up ahead, because it's going to be soaking wet. Like, that's too much. Come on. Just trying to have a good time camping. You lead the way. Did it. Yep. Nice final sweep here. Looks better than we found it. It's the way to do it. We even cleared up.
And put the fire out.
Fire's good and out, but that was a fun trip. Let's hit the road. With great happiness, the road is not flooded. We've made it back, and Greg has set us up with these wonderful cabins here. We had a great time. Definitely more to come in the future because we talked about some ideas that sound really cool. We're watching the game, which it's on an intermission right now, so it's all right. And if you're curious to see more of Greg, because he's a really great guy, he knows far more than pretty much anybody I know, particularly me. It's Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft is the name of his channel, and it's, if you want to learn some stuff, that's the place to go.
It's survival stuff and plants and this and that, but I'd appreciate it if you do check it out if you haven't seen it before.
Please do. And you know, with Greg's channel, you always learn something. When you watch my channel, you probably forget something. Like
I wouldn't say that.
You're probably less intelligent after camping with me for one night than you were coming into it. You've probably forgotten plants that you already knew.
No, not true. Not true. He's kidding you. He's kidding you. I don't usually forget plans.
We're gonna see how the hockey game goes. We got plans for some other videos because we get along together great, and
that'd be great.
This is to the future videos.
You bet.
Thanks for inviting me out, Greg.
You bet.
Thanks for watching Camping with Steve, and subscribe to me if you like this type of stuff, and subscribe to Greg if you want to learn some stuff and you like him as a person. If you have not heard of him, but yeah, everybody knows Greg. So, cheers, everybody.
Thanks a lot.
See you on the next one.
So we're gonna build a raft then?
We'll get all the wood we need right there. All right.
Guess we'll get at her.
Cole's mom, last year my son hated hoodies and now he's into them.
That's not just a hoodie. That's his new personality for the school year. He's a hoodie guy now.
What's after hoodie guy?
Cologne guy.
Cologne? You don't want to be cologne guy too soon.
Lowe's knows value means more than just a low price. That's why we offer a full line of Whirlpool appliances built to last. Reliable, efficient, and all.
Hey everybody, welcome to Camping with Steve. I'm camping today in a vintage 1977 GMC Frontier motorhome. I mentioned on social media that this was the exact motorhome I owned about 15 years ago when I lived in it. And I found one after a long search. And this takes me back. This takes me back. A lot of blind spots here. So we're gonna have a nice relaxing camping trip today. No stealth for me. It snowed and it's kind of cold, so we're just going to stay warm in here doing some winter camping. Here it is, my Sanford & Son style motorhome in all its brown and orange glory. This beauty has 54,000 original miles on it, and it's in surprisingly good shape. Not a leak in sight. It's getting harder and harder to find places that sell leaded gas, so there's this lead substitute that I can add in, because this engine was designed for this stuff. This camper came with a lot of stuff, so we're going to get some stuff set up out here, make it look more like a comfortable campsite, and scare off anybody from camping beside me. This one window got smashed, so it's just plexiglass, but it's working okay. The driver's side door doesn't work, so you have to go in through this one, or you can unlock this and just use this. The charge controller doesn't work to charge the house battery for the lights, so if I want any lights, I have to hook up another battery with jumper cables. Light already. So this will be a fun time kind of setting things up. It's the first time camping in here for me, and this thing is spot on identical to the one I had. Same year, same wallpaper, same linoleum. Mine didn't have an ashtray, but it's just kind of in here. It's not attached. But yeah, this is a pretty good little rig in fantastic shape, and I'll show you more about that. These seats are in amazing condition. Even the spot right here where the driver would climb in, that normally gets all crushed, but because they're getting in the other side. Now the windshield washers come out in rhythmic squirts. It's not constant like the modern impeller pumps, so it's a little bit to get used to. And one of the wipers is wonked over backwards, so it'll take some work. But it's not bad. There's no leaks. This covered up here by the top bunk has this beautiful amber plastic thing. Looks like where people would keep their liquor and paraphernalia. And even got a board game in there. Mastermind. Never played it, but let's see. And there's a closet down here too. It's got a little, really small mothballs. They linger. There is a bar there so you can hang your clothes on. This thing comes with a gravity furnace, which is keeping the chill off. Doesn't use any electricity. Hot air comes out there. Cool air goes in the bottom. It's horribly inefficient. But I'm glad it's not using electricity because we're using that rickety jumper cable set up outside. I need to give stealth camping a little break in this area because even though I've turned down every interview request trying to stay stealthy, they still did this story. So, I'm going to have to hit the road here in a little bit if I want to pull those stunts again. But for right now, just having a nice relaxing evening. And we're going to have some fun. Got a great meal plan tonight, and it is sure cozy in here. I picked a campsite close to the washrooms, right there. Not flush toilets, but that's okay. In the off season, this campsite's $13 a night. You heard me right. $13 a night. And not a soul in sight. This is only a 20-foot long motorhome, and that includes the extension on the back. But it still has a 3-burner stove with oven, refrigerator, of course, and it has a full bathroom with shower. And that always turns into storage, of course. And the top turns into storage as well because it's just little old me here. But this could sleep a family of 4 quite comfortably. Actually, not very comfortably, but it's only 20 feet long. It fits in a normal parking stall. I can take this through drive-thrus. Shelter's set up, and I can think of nothing better to do right now than whip up a quick Harvey wallbanger. Gonna keep it light because it's a little early in the afternoon. Wish I had some ice. Cheers. Like an orange julius. All the little gems you find in a used camper. A little fly swatter. It's tons of storage. Oh, of course. Oh my. There's a mattress pump in here as well. A good bit of storage. A bunch of coat hangers up here. This jacket off because it's getting a little warm. There's a black light. Won't be turning that on in here. Given the year of this, the high beam switch is beside the brake pedal by the hole in the floor. And there's a few other things that you don't see these days, which can be modified to work. Cigarette lighter. You take that out, put in a little phone charger, it slides right in. The cassette tape deck, I can use one of these adapters, plug that right into my phone. We got music. Kind of, it works. All right, so if you didn't grow up in the 70s, or at least watch that 70s show, you probably unsubscribed by now. And I don't blame you, but I just wanted to have fun on this one. So we're having a fun little 70s camping trip. It is getting dark. It is getting chilly. Got some food. It's staying cold out there in the snow. And I'll get a fire going in a little bit, but I'm just going to spend a little bit more time staying warm, hunkering down, and listening to music in my awesome little 70s motorhome. The first two additions I'm doing to this motorhome are a fire extinguisher and a smoke/carbon monoxide detector. Now, these combo units are all over the place now, and smoke rises, carbon monoxide's a little heavier than air, so that settles. And typically, I guess 2 would be better, but carbon monoxide is only slightly heavier than air. Air is 1.0, carbon monoxide is 1.06. So it's only slightly heavier than air, and any slight breeze is just going to move it all around through here. So I'm going to leave this right by the furnace, because that's what scares me the most in here. And not so high that it's going to catch the cooking over there. Don't just stick it on there somewhere. There's already a screw hole here. Getting toasty in here. Just gonna get the fondue started here because it's just an appetizer. I'm not doing a whole big production with it. The main meal is going to be a little tuna helper here, and the absolutely brilliant thing about tuna helper is you don't even have to brown ground beef. Just throw it all in. Just exactly what I like. I don't want to use the drain here because it is below freezing tonight, and I haven't tested out the water system in this thing, so I'm storing my extra stuff that I can dump out. Of course, the recipe says to boil the water first before you dump it in. I'm sweating like I'm at a disco here. So I'm going to throw it in at the 425 that it claims to want. And hold on. I'll start a timer. 30 minutes. Granny Smith apples, some acacia, and cherry tomatoes. Wonderful. Why did this ever go out of style? amazing. Wow, that fondue was good. So 20 minutes left on the hamburger helper, and I'm going to go start a fire. Just use some of the fondue fuel because that should work pretty good. It is nice and cool out here. I can burn off the cardboard from the hamburger helper. I can destroy this little piece of evidence. Oh, you can smell that tuna. It's pretty liquidy. Thicken that up. Thing was desperately needing cheese anyhow. I'm gonna stir in a little cheese, sprinkle some on top. Okay, that should thicken. Maybe. It's a little runny. That's all right. I just kind of eyeballed the ingredients. I discovered in the back of the drawer with the ashtrays is this company's coming casserole cookbook, which could have provided a lot more interesting things than tuna helper, but I'm trying to keep it as authentic and lazy as possible. So here we are. Let that congeal, and I'll get to go look at the fire with it. I have to keep switching between this jacket and my other one. It's either too hot or too cold. But wow, pretty good night. It's a little cloudy. Expecting a little more snow, but it's good to be out here kind of camping. I know this isn't much of a camping trip, but it's so good to have a campfire, and it's so good to